It's like ordering a steak and then following the waiter to the kitchen to explain that, actually, you'll just have whatever scraps are left over, and you're sorry for bothering everyone. The universe, bless its heart, is like the most accommodating waiter who ever lived. It says, "Of course, darling, scraps it is." Because here's the thing, the universe doesn't judge your order. It doesn't think you're greedy for wanting the premium package. It's not sitting there thinking, "Who does she think she is?" ordering abundance. The universe is neutral. It's like cosmic room service. You call down, place your order clearly and confidently, and it gets delivered. The problem is we keep calling down and mumbling something about, maybe, possibly wanting something, but only if it's not too much trouble and everyone else has been fed first. Now, I know what you're thinking, but money is different. Food is a basic need. Oh, sweet soul, money is just energy. It flows like water, like breath, like that perfect breeze on a summer day. The only difference between ordering food and ordering wealth is the story you've been telling yourself about what you deserve and how hard it has to be. Let me share the framework that changes everything. I call it the menu method. Just like every good restaurant has a clear, organized menu, the universe has a clear system for taking and fulfilling orders. And just like you wouldn't walk into a fancy restaurant and order by saying, I guess I'll have some food, whatever you think I deserve. You can't approach wealth creation with that same wishy-washy energy. Here's how you place a proper order with the universe, step by delicious step. First, you get clear on exactly what you want. Not sort of, not maybe, not whatever the universe thinks is best for me. Specific. If you want $2,000 by the end of the month, you say $2,000 by the end of the month. If you want a new car, you get clear on the make, model, color, and how you want to feel driving it. The universe loves specificity, the same way a good waiter loves when you order clearly. It makes everyone's job easier. Second, you place your order with confidence. When you order food, you don't apologize to the waiter for wanting to eat. You don't explain your entire life story about why you deserve nutrition. You just say, "I'll have the salmon, please." Same energy with wealth. "I'll have the promotion, please." "I'll have the successful business launch, please." "I'll have the financial freedom, please." Say it like you mean it, because you do. Third, and this is where most people mess up their entire order, you trust the kitchen. When you order food, you don't keep going back to check on the chef. You don't sneak into the kitchen every 5 minutes asking, "Are you sure you're making my order? Did you forget about me? Maybe I should change it to something easier to make." You place your order, and then you relax. You chat with your dinner companion. You enjoy the ambiance. You trust that your food is being prepared. The universe's kitchen works the same way. Place your order, then let it cook. Fourth, you stay open to how it arrives. Sometimes you order the salmon and the chef sends out the most incredible preparation you never could have imagined. Sometimes your wealth shows up as an unexpected opportunity, a chance meeting, a brilliant idea that pops into your head in the shower. Don't get so attached to exactly how your abundance has to arrive that you miss it when it shows up wearing a different outfit than you expected. Now, let's talk about the biggest mistake people make, what I call order anxiety. This is when you place your order and then immediately start panicking. Oh no, what if they don't have the ingredients? What if I can't afford it? What if I don't deserve the deluxe version? Imagine doing this at a restaurant. You order your meal and then spend the entire time convinced the kitchen has run out of food, the waiter forgot about you, and you're probably going to get food poisoning anyway. You'd ruin your entire dining experience. Yet this is exactly what we do with our wealth orders. Here's your antidote to order anxiety, what I call the happy customer energy. Think about how you feel when you're at your favorite restaurant. You've just placed your order, and you know something delicious is coming. You're relaxed, maybe a little excited, definitely confident that your meal is on its way. You might chat with friends, look around at the ambiance, maybe even start planning what dessert you want. That's the exact energy you want to maintain after placing your order with the universe. But what about when your order seems to be taking forever? Even at the best restaurants, sometimes your food takes longer than expected. Do you storm out? Do you cancel your order and go home hungry? Of course not. You might politely ask your waiter for an update, but mostly you just wait with patience and confidence, knowing that good things take time to prepare properly. Same with wealth. Sometimes your abundance is being prepared in ways you can't see, gathering ingredients you didn't even know you needed, creating something even better than what you originally ordered. Now, let's get practical, because knowledge without action is like reading a menu but never ordering anything. Here's your first immediate step. Right now, today, get crystal clear on one specific thing you want to call into your life. Not 10 things, not a vague sense of more money. One specific thing. Write it down like you're writing it on an order pad. One promotion with a 20% salary increase by December 1st. One new client worth $5,000 by next Friday. One brilliant business idea that excites me by this weekend. Next, I want you to practice your ordering voice. Yes, literally practice. Stand in front of a mirror if you have to, and say your order out loud with the same confidence you'd use to order your favorite meal. No mumbling, no apologizing, no adding if it's not too much trouble. Just clear, confident, expectant energy. Then, and this is crucial, you're going to act like someone whose order has already been placed and is currently being prepared. What does that look like? Well, when you've ordered food, you might clear space on the table, get your napkin ready, maybe even do a little happy dance because you know something good is coming. Do the equivalent with your wealth order. If you've ordered that promotion, start preparing for it. Update your resume. Clean out that bigger office space in your mind. Start shopping for the celebratory outfit. Act like someone whose good news is in the kitchen, being prepared right now. Here's something that might surprise you. The universe has a sense of humor and loves when you're playful with your orders. You know how sometimes you order something at a restaurant and the presentation is so beautiful it makes you laugh with delight? The universe loves to surprise you like that too. So don't be afraid to add a little joy to your ordering process. Maybe you light a candle when you place your order, or you do a little dance, or you wear your lucky socks. Make it fun, because abundance should feel good. And please, for the love of all that's abundant, stop changing your order every 5 minutes. You know that person at the restaurant who keeps changing their mind? Actually, can I get the chicken instead? Wait, no, make it the fish. But can you hold the sauce? Actually, can I see the menu again? Don't be that person with the universe. Place your order clearly, confidently, and then stick with it long enough for it to be prepared and delivered. Now, what about when your order arrives and it's not exactly what you expected? Sometimes at restaurants, your meal comes out and it's different than you imagined. Maybe the portion is bigger, or they've added a garnish you didn't expect, or it's plated in a way that surprises you. Do you send it back? Usually not, if it's still delicious. Same with abundance. Sometimes your wealth shows up in ways you didn't expect, but it's still exactly what you needed. Stay open, stay grateful, and trust that the universe knows how to cook. Here's your challenge for this week, and I want you to really commit to this because this is where the magic happens. Choose one small thing, and I mean small, like finding a $20 bill or getting a discount on something you were going to buy anyway, and practice the entire ordering process with that. Get specific, order with confidence, trust the process, and stay open to how it shows up. Think of this as your practice round, like ordering an appetizer before the main course. And here's the beautiful thing about this practice. Once you see how effortlessly the universe can deliver your small orders, you'll start to trust it with the bigger ones. It's like building a relationship with a new restaurant. You start with something simple, see that they do good work, and then you feel confident ordering the specialty of the house. Remember, darling, you were born to live abundantly. Not because you're special, though you absolutely are, but because abundance is the natural state of the universe. Look around you. Nature doesn't apologize for creating millions of flowers. The ocean doesn't feel guilty for being vast, and the stars don't dim themselves because they think they're too bright. You are part of this abundant universe, and you get to participate in its generosity. The restaurant of life is open 24/7, the menu is infinite, and you have unlimited credit. The only question is, what are you going to order today? Stop reading the menu longingly from outside the window. Come on in. Take a seat at the table that's been reserved for you since the day you were born, and place your order with the confidence of someone who knows they belong here. Your abundance is waiting in the kitchen right now. The universe is just waiting for you to order it with the same certainty you'd order your morning coffee. So what do you say? Are you ready to stop begging for scraps and start commanding your wealth like the abundant being you were born to be? If this resonates with you, if you can feel that shift happening already, drop a comment below and tell me the one thing you're going to practice ordering this week. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, someone who's been whispering their orders to the universe, share this with them. The more people who understand how to properly place their orders, the more abundance there is to go around. Your feast is ready, sweetheart. All you have to do is claim it. When you're vibrating from a place of lack, worry, and I don't have enough, guess what the universe hears? More lack, more worry, more not having enough. It's not being mean, it's just being consistent. It's like a faithful dog bringing you exactly what you're putting out there. But here's where it gets exciting. When millionaires think about money, they don't think like poor people hoping to get rich. They think like people who already have money. When they want something, they don't beg for it, they claim it. There's this quiet confidence, this assumption that of course good things flow to them, because that's just how their world works. And here's the kicker. That assumption actually creates their reality. Think about it this way. Have you ever noticed that when you're running late and stressed about finding a parking spot, you drive around in circles forever? But when you're calm and just assume there will be a spot, one opens up right where you need it? That's not coincidence, honey. That's the law of assumption in action. Your inner state creates your outer circumstances faster than you can say financial freedom. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds lovely in theory, but how do you actually shift from feeling broke and worried to feeling like money flows to you naturally? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because I'm about to give you the exact roadmap that turns wishful thinking into cold, hard cash in your bank account. First, you need to understand that your current financial situation is not a fact about you. It's just old news. It's the result of old thinking, old beliefs, old emotional patterns. The moment you decide to think differently, you've started creating a new financial reality, even if you can't see it yet. It's like planting a seed. Just because you can't see the tree doesn't mean it's not growing underground. The millionaire shift starts with one simple practice, and I want you to try this today. Instead of thinking, I want money, which immediately puts you in the position of not having it, start thinking, money flows to me easily and naturally. Feel the difference? The first one has you reaching and grasping, the second one has you receiving. And the universe loves a good receiver, darling. But here's where most people mess this up. They say the words, but they don't embody the feeling. It's like trying to convince someone you're confident while your voice is shaking and your hands are trembling. The universe isn't listening to your words, it's reading your energy. So when you affirm that money flows to you, you need to feel it in your bones. You need to walk around like someone who expects good things to happen, because, honey, expectation is the most powerful force in the universe. Here's a little exercise that will change everything for you. Every morning, before you check your phone, before you look at your bank balance, before you dive into the chaos of your day, I want you to spend 5 minutes living in the end. Close your eyes and feel what it feels like to already have everything you desire. Don't visualize it like watching a movie. Embody it like you're living it right now. Feel the relief. Feel the gratitude. Feel the quiet confidence of someone whose life is working beautifully. This isn't wishful thinking. This is training your nervous system to expect abundance. And here's the secret sauce that most people miss. When you're living in this elevated emotional state, you start making different choices. You walk into rooms differently. You speak up in meetings. You notice opportunities that were always there, but you were too stressed to see them. The universe isn't magically dropping bags of money from the sky, although that would be fun. It's orchestrating circumstances through your own elevated actions and awareness. Now, let's talk about the practical side, because I know some of you are thinking this sounds too woo-woo. The millionaire mindset isn't just about feeling good, it's about acting from abundance, even when your bank account hasn't caught up yet. This means you stop making decisions from fear and scarcity. You stop saying, I can't afford it, and start asking, how can I afford it? You stop hoarding your resources and start circulating them, because people who expect more money to come in are comfortable letting money flow out. This might mean investing in yourself when it feels scary, tipping generously when you're worried about your budget, or buying the good coffee because you're worth it. I'm not telling you to be reckless with money. I'm telling you to stop treating it like it's scarce and precious and might never come again. Money is energy, and energy needs to flow to grow. Here's another game changer. Start catching yourself in poverty consciousness throughout the day. Notice when you think, I can't afford that, or that's too expensive, or rich people are greedy. These thoughts are literally programming your subconscious to repel wealth. Every time you catch one of these thoughts, flip it immediately. I can't afford that becomes, I choose to spend my money on other priorities right now. That's too expensive becomes, that's not aligned with my budget currently. Feel how much better those feel. You're not broke, you're choosy. You're not poor, you're strategic. And please, for the love of all that's holy, stop talking about how broke you are. I know it feels honest and authentic, but every time you declare your lack, you're placing an order for more lack. The universe doesn't know you're just venting. It thinks you're making a request. Start speaking about money the way you want it to be, not the way it currently island. Instead of, I'm so broke, try, money is on its way to me. Instead of, I never have enough, try, I always have exactly what I need. Your words are spells. Darling, cast them wisely. Now here's where it gets really fun. Once you start embodying this millionaire energy, you're going to notice that opportunities start showing up in the most unexpected ways. Someone mentions a side hustle that's perfect for your skills. You get an idea for something you could sell. You remember money someone owes you. You find a $20 bill in an old purse. These aren't coincidences. These are the universe responding to your new frequency. But here's the crucial part, and this is where most people sabotage themselves. When these opportunities show up, you have to act on them. You can't just think abundant thoughts and then hide under the covers hoping life will change by itself. The universe brings you the opportunities, but you have to walk through the doors. And sometimes those doors look different than what you expected. Maybe you were hoping for a lottery win, but what shows up is a chance to freelance for extra income. Don't dismiss it because it's not the miracle you ordered. The universe is clever, honey. It often gives us what we need in ways we didn't think to ask for. Stay open, stay flexible, and trust that your good is coming, even if it doesn't look exactly like your Pinterest vision board. Here's something else that separates millionaire thinkers from everyone else. They don't just focus on getting money, they focus on becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts and keeps money. They ask themselves, what would someone who easily makes $1 million think about this situation? How would they handle this challenge? What choices would they make? And then they make those choices, even before they have the $1 million. This might mean investing in learning new skills, networking like you're already successful, dressing like the person you're becoming, or simply carrying yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth. You're not faking it till you make it. You're growing into the person who naturally has what you desire. And let's talk about gratitude for a minute, because this is where the magic really accelerates. Most people think gratitude is about being thankful for what you have, which is lovely, but millionaire gratitude is different. It's being thankful for what's already on its way to you. It's thanking the universe in advance for the opportunities, the connections, the ideas, the perfect timing that's already being orchestrated on your behalf. Try this tonight. Before you go to sleep, thank the universe for the money that's already flowing toward you, for the opportunities that are already lining up, for the perfect circumstances that are already being arranged. This isn't denial, this is faith. And faith, darling, is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. Now I want you to understand something important. This shift doesn't happen overnight, and that's actually perfect. If you suddenly had $1 million tomorrow, but you still had broke person thinking, you'd probably lose it faster than you could spend it. We've all heard stories about lottery winners who end up more broke than when they started. That's because having money and keeping money require the same millionaire mindset. So be patient with yourself as you practice this new way of being. Some days you'll feel like a money magnet. Other days you'll catch yourself spiraling into lack and limitation. That's normal, that's human, that's part of the process. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every time you catch yourself thinking abundantly instead of scarcely, every time you choose faith over fear, every time you act from possibility instead of limitation, you're rewiring your relationship with prosperity. And here's the beautiful thing about this work. The more you practice thinking like someone who attracts abundance easily, the more natural it becomes. What once felt like pretending starts feeling like truth. What once required effort starts happening automatically. You stop having to remember to think abundantly because abundance thinking becomes who you are. So here's what I want you to do right now, today, before you get distracted by everything else demanding your attention. I want you to pick one thing, just one thing that you've been wanting but telling yourself you can't have. Maybe it's a vacation, maybe it's a course that could advance your career, maybe it's just dinner at that restaurant you've been admiring from the sidewalk. Now, instead of thinking about all the reasons why you can't have it, I want you to spend 5 minutes assuming you're absolutely going to have it. Feel what it will feel like when it's yours. Get excited about it. Start making space for it in your life. And then, and this is the crucial part, take one small action toward it today. Research the vacation, sign up for information about the course, walk into the restaurant and pick up a menu. You're not committing to anything you can't afford. You're simply acting like someone who expects good things to happen. You're training your nervous system to receive what you desire instead of repel it. And I promise you, when you start acting from this place of quiet expectation, the universe starts rearranging itself to meet you there. The millionaire shift isn't about the money, darling. The money is just the evidence. It's about shifting from someone who hopes good things might happen to someone who knows good things are always happening. It's about moving from scarcity consciousness to abundance consciousness. It's about understanding that you're not asking the universe for anything it doesn't want to give you. Everything you desire already exists. Your job isn't to create it, it's to become a match for it. And the moment you start thinking, feeling, and acting like someone who naturally attracts abundance, abundance has no choice but to flow to you. Because that's just how this cosmic dance works. So go ahead, make that shift. Stop hoping and start knowing. Stop asking and start claiming. Stop waiting for permission and start giving it to yourself. The universe is ready when you are, and darling, it's been ready for a very long time. If this resonated with you, if you felt something shift while listening to this, I want you to do me a favor. Drop a comment below and tell me one thing you're going to start claiming as already yours. Don't just think it, write it down. There's power in declaration, power in putting your desires out into the world. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button. Because honey, we're just getting started on this journey to becoming the abundant, magnetic, absolutely irresistible version of yourself that you were always meant to be. Fear or desperation, you're essentially giving the universe mixed signals. Here's where it gets really interesting from a scientific perspective. Quantum physics tells us that observation affects reality at the subatomic level. Your words, backed by your belief, are a form of observation. They're not just sounds vibrating through air. They're concentrated thoughts given form, and they interact with the quantum field in ways that create measurable changes in your reality. But here's the kicker, and this is where most people mess up. You can't fake this. You can't just say the words and hope for the best. Your subconscious mind is like a truth detector, and if you don't genuinely believe what you're saying, your words become powerless. It's like trying to write a check when you know your account is empty. The universe can tell when you're bluffing. So how do you develop this kind of speaking power? First, you need to understand that doubt is the great neutralizer. Every time you follow a powerful statement with, but maybe, I hope, or if it's meant to be, you're essentially hitting the delete button on your command. The universe hears uncertainty and responds with more uncertainty. Let me give you a practical example. Instead of saying, I hope I get that promotion, which is basically announcing to the universe that you're not sure you deserve it, you say, I am grateful for my new position and the opportunities it brings. Notice the difference? One is begging, the other is claiming what's already yours. Here's your first step. Start paying attention to your everyday language. For the next 24 hours, listen to yourself speak. Count how many times you use words like try, hope, maybe, if, and should. These are what I call powerless words. They're announcing to the universe that you're not really expecting results. Step 2. Begin replacing powerless language with what I call decree language. Instead of, "I'll try to exercise more," say, "I enjoy my daily movement practice." Instead of, "I hope things get better," say, "I am grateful for the good that is flowing into my life now." Feel the difference in your body when you speak these words. Your nervous system responds differently to commands than it does to wishes. Step 3, and this is crucial. You must speak as if what you desire is already accomplished. The universe doesn't operate in future tense. It only knows now. When you say, "I will be successful," you're pushing success into some indefinite future. When you say, "I am successful in ways that serve my highest good," you're claiming it in the present moment, which is the only moment that actually exists. Here's a technique I want you to try right now. Think of something you've been wanting to manifest in your life. Now, instead of thinking about it as something you want, I want you to speak about it as something you're grateful for having received. Say it out loud. "I am so grateful that," and fill in the blank. Notice how different this feels in your body compared to "I want" or "I need." The fourth step is understanding the power of repetition with conviction. The subconscious mind learns through repetition, but it only accepts what it believes to be true. This is why mindless affirmations often don't work. You're not trying to convince the universe of anything. You're training your own mind to accept a new reality as fact. Here's what I do, and I want you to try this. Choose 3 statements that represent what you want to experience in your life. Write them in present tense, as if they're already true. Every morning, look in the mirror and speak these statements with the same authority you'd use to state your name or address. These aren't hopes or wishes. These are facts about your reality that your conscious mind just hasn't caught up to yet. But here's the secret ingredient that transforms ordinary words into universe-moving commands: gratitude. When you speak with genuine gratitude for what you're claiming, you're operating from the vibration of already having it. Gratitude is the ultimate expression of faith. You can't be grateful for something you don't believe you have. Let me share something with you that might sound counterintuitive. The universe isn't actually granting your wishes. It's reflecting your beliefs back to you. When you speak with power, you're not asking for anything. You're simply announcing what you've decided is true about your reality. The universe, being the perfect mirror that it is, has no choice but to show you evidence of what you truly believe. This is why some people seem to have all the luck while others struggle despite working just as hard. It's not about luck or fairness. It's about the invisible beliefs that are broadcast through every word they speak. Lucky people don't hope for good things to happen. They expect them. They speak as if good things happening to them is the most natural thing in the world, because in their belief system it is. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds too simple. If it were this easy, wouldn't everyone be doing it? Here's the thing. Everyone is doing it. Most people are just doing it unconsciously, and unfortunately, they're unconsciously creating more of what they don't want. They're speaking their fears into reality just as effectively as you can speak your desires into reality. The difference between people who seem to have everything go their way and those who struggle isn't talent, luck, or circumstances. It's the story they tell themselves and others about what's possible for them. Listen to successful people speak about their goals. They don't hope, wish, or try. They plan, expect, and know. Here's your 5th step. Start noticing the stories you tell about yourself. When someone asks how you're doing, what's your automatic response? When you talk about your goals, do you speak with excitement and certainty, or do you hedge your bets with disclaimers and escape clauses? The stories you tell about yourself become the instructions you give to the universe about what to create in your life. I want to give you a specific technique that has transformed countless lives. It's called the already is practice. For the next 7 days, speak about one thing you want to manifest as if it has already happened. Not, it's coming, not, it's on its way, but it is. If you want better health, start saying, I am so grateful for my vibrant health. If you want a better relationship, say, I love how well my partner and I communicate. Here's the crucial part. When you speak these words, you might not feel like they're true yet. That's perfectly normal. You're not lying, you're prophesying. You're speaking your future into existence by claiming it in the present. Your feelings will catch up to your words, but only if you stay consistent with the new story you're telling. The sixth step is learning to speak with what I call quiet authority. You don't need to shout or force anything. The most powerful words are often spoken softly, but with complete conviction. Think about how you would tell someone your phone number or your address. You wouldn't be uncertain about it. You wouldn't hope it's correct, and you wouldn't need to convince anyone. You'd simply state it as fact. That's the energy you want behind your declarations. Let me tell you about the phenomenon I call universe lag time. Sometimes, when you start speaking with power, it seems like nothing is happening immediately, and you might be tempted to go back to your old patterns. But here's what's actually occurring. The universe is rearranging circumstances, moving people, and creating opportunities to match your new declarations. This process takes time in our physical reality, even though it's instantaneous in the quantum field. During this lag time, your job is to maintain your new story, despite what current circumstances might suggest. This is where most people fail. They speak powerfully for a few days, don't see immediate results, and then go back to their old language patterns. It's like planting a seed, then digging it up every day to see if it's growing. Here's step 7. Create what I call a power statement practice. Write down 5 statements about your life that you want to be true. Make them specific, present tense, and feel free to make them bold. Then, twice a day, once in the morning and once before bed, speak these statements out loud with complete conviction. Don't analyze whether they're true yet. Don't wonder how they'll happen. Just state them as facts about your reality. Now, let's talk about the most common mistake people make when they first start working with the power of spoken word. They try to control exactly how their desires will manifest. They get attached to specific timelines, specific methods, or specific people being involved in their success. This is like ordering dinner and then trying to cook it yourself. You've placed your order with the universe. Now let it do its job. Your words should be specific about what you want, but completely open about how it arrives. Say, I am grateful for my perfect home that meets all my needs, not, I am grateful that Mrs. Johnson decides to sell me her house next Tuesday. The universe has access to possibilities you can't even imagine, but you limit those possibilities when you try to micromanage the process. Here's something that will accelerate your results dramatically. Start speaking powerfully about other people's good fortune. When you hear about someone else's success, instead of feeling envious or wondering why it's not happening for you, practice saying, I am so grateful that good things happen so easily. There's more than enough success for everyone. This trains your mind to see abundance as normal and natural. The 8th step is learning to speak with power, even when you don't feel powerful. Your emotions are not the boss of your words. You can choose to speak from your highest vision of yourself, even when your current feelings are suggesting otherwise. This is not about denying your emotions. It's about not letting temporary feelings dictate your future reality. I know this might sound challenging at first, especially if you're used to letting your mood determine your words. But here's a secret. Your words actually have the power to shift your emotions faster than trying to think your way into feeling better. When you speak with authority about your good, you're giving your nervous system new information about what's safe to expect. Let me give you a practical example of how to handle doubt when it arises. Let's say you're working on manifesting a new career opportunity, and you wake up feeling anxious about money. Instead of letting that anxiety dictate your words for the day, you consciously choose to say, I am so grateful for the perfect opportunities that are flowing into my life now. You're not denying the anxiety. You're choosing not to let it write your story. Step 9 is understanding the difference between demanding and commanding. When you demand something from the universe, you're operating from a place of lack and desperation. When you command, you're operating from a place of authority and knowing. Demands come from fear. Commands come from faith. A demand sounds like, universe, you better give me that job or else. A command sounds like, I am grateful for my perfect career opportunity that allows me to serve and be abundantly compensated. Feel the difference? One is needy, the other is powerful. Here's your final step, and it's the most important one. You must be willing to become the person who naturally speaks the way you want to speak. This isn't just about changing your words, it's about evolving your identity. The person who effortlessly attracts good things doesn't have to remember to speak powerfully. They speak powerfully because that's who they are. This means you'll need to be willing to outgrow some old stories about your... Hey darling, you know what's absolutely wild? Right now, as you're watching this, you're literally commanding invisible forces with your words. No, I'm not talking about magic tricks or wishful thinking. I'm talking about something far more powerful and scientifically fascinating. Every single word that comes out of your mouth is creating ripples in the universe that most people are completely unaware of. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to harness this power that you've had all along. Let me guess something about you. You've probably noticed that some people seem to get what they want just by speaking, while you feel like you're shouting into the void. You watch others effortlessly attract opportunities, relationships, and success, and you're wondering what secret sauce they're using that you're missing. Maybe you've tried affirmations, visualization, or positive thinking, but somehow it feels like the universe has selective hearing when it comes to your requests. Here's the thing that nobody talks about. It's not about what you're saying, it's about how you're saying it. And more importantly, it's about what you believe about your own words when you speak them. I've spent years studying this phenomenon, and I can tell you with absolute certainty that the universe isn't ignoring you. You're just speaking in a language it doesn't recognize as authoritative. Think about it this way. When a confident CEO walks into a room and makes a statement, people listen. When a parent speaks with genuine authority, children respond. When a skilled negotiator presents their case, deals get made. It's not because these people have magical powers. It's because they understand something fundamental about the nature of spoken word and belief. The universe operates on what I call the law of spoken word. Every word you speak carries the vibration of your conviction behind it. When you say something with absolute knowing, without a shadow of doubt, the universe has no choice but to rearrange itself to match that vibration. But when you speak with uncertainty, fear, or desperation, you're essentially giving the universe mixed signals. Here's where it gets really interesting from a scientific perspective. Quantum physics tells us that observation affects reality at the subatomic level. Your words, backed by your belief, are a form of observation. They're not just sounds vibrating through air. They're concentrated thoughts given form, and they interact with the quantum field in ways that create measurable changes in your reality. But here's the kicker, and this is where most people mess up. You can't fake this. You can't just say the words and hope for the best. Your subconscious mind is like a truth detector, and if you don't genuinely believe what you're saying, your words become powerless. It's like trying to write a check when you know your account is empty. The universe can tell when you're bluffing. So how do you develop this kind of speaking power? First, you need to understand that doubt is the great neutralizer. Every time you follow a powerful statement with, "but maybe," "I hope," or "if it's meant to be," you're essentially hitting the delete button on your command. The universe hears uncertainty and responds with more uncertainty. Let me give you a practical example. Instead of saying, "I hope I get that promotion," which is basically announcing to the universe that you're not sure you deserve it, you say, "I am grateful for my new position and the opportunities it brings." Notice the difference? One is begging, the other is claiming what's already yours. Here's your first step. Start paying attention to your everyday language. For the next 24 hours, listen to yourself speak. Count how many times you